now in Abu Dhabi. It is 15th of November 2025. And today our weekly session number 268. And our topic of discussion today is workplace situations and interactions. And we'll discuss some questions posted in the group by Taposh. Taposh, I think I have seen you join, right? You are here?
Yes, I'm there.
Okay. We'll go through one by one. Before that, I have some, information to give, or you can say this is an announcement. Next weekend, I'll be traveling for some work. So next Saturday, Sunday, we'll not having this learning session, and followed by our Sunday morning Kriya and meditation. Next means I'm talking about, it should be 21st and 22nd and 23rd, I think. So next, today is 15th, 15 plus 7, 22. Yes, so 22nd and 20, which is Saturday, and 23rd, there will be no weekly session. So those of you like to practice on Sunday morning meditation, we have already earlier posted about, there is a recorded version of it. You can practice on your own with this recording and learning session and all. You can have any question and all. You are free to ask this into our group, and I will, whenever I get time, I will respond to that. But there will be no this live session next Saturday. That is about the next one. That is about the 22-23 of November. The week after, the week after is coming, Saturday, Sunday will be 29th of November and 30th of November. These 2 dates, we have the Shirdi camp. Nasik Shirdi Sai Pilgrimage Camp. We have our group. So we have already about 32 participants internationally. They're coming from all over India. Many are participating, and also coming from US, different places of East Coast, West Coast, coming from Singapore, Vietnam. Many participants. Total, we have, as of now, we have total 32 for that. So if any one of you still interested to that, you write it to me separately, then we'll see, how, whether we can accommodate further. But as of now, we have 32. It's a good number. We are going ahead. But in that sense, that there will be no, weekly session, regular weekly session, Saturday and Sunday both, because we'll be in Shirdi and Nasik during that weekend, and we'll have our program there. And from there, we'll come to on 1st of December. I will travel back to Mumbai, and Mumbai we have some satsang or second evening. So that is our Shushmita Bhanjo. She is organizing at her house. So I will inform her to post it into the group also, if anybody like to attend on the 2nd December after the camp, when I'll traveling back. So 3rd December, finally, I'll come back to Abu Dhabi. So that is the total travel plan. So in brief, that there will be no regular weekly session for next 2 consecutive this weekends. And but the group is open for any kind of question and all, then I will reply, but there will be no live session. So that is just, I wanted to make it clear. Again, basically, we'll have our weekly session in the, I think, 6th of December or something. That weekend we'll have that. We'll restart about that. So in this month, this is the last session. Just I'm trying to just to inform you about this plan. Okay. So with this, let us start our today's discussion session. So Tapash, you go ahead and you can give little bit of background of your questions, and then one by one you can ask the question. Then we'll answer them live here. We'll discuss about it. Anybody else like to join, and they're welcome to contribute or share in this regard. Go ahead, Tapash.
Thank you, Radhindra. Actually, workplace, all who are assembled here, so many of them are already working here. Some may have stopped working, but experience-wise, everybody may have faced these sort of challenges while in the workplaces. So that's basically, so which may be appearing common to all of us. So that helps me to put these questions, which may be interesting to a lot of people. So these queries, I request you to answer. I will go one by one. The first question is this survival being a hard reality. So we all need to survive. So is it at all possible to have organization without politics, without unhealthy competition, jealousy, bias, individual clamor for growth, hook or by crook? So this is what we face.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. See, I will give my view on this, because there is no right and wrong in this aspect. It is about I will explain the facts, whatever we experience. And obviously, it is one of the major thing we like. It is for the work, maybe 1/3 of our lifetime we spend in the workplaces, right? And another 1/3 sleeping or resting. And next 1/3 is for our other works and things like that. Yeah. So it is one of the major portion of our life, and definitely what happens there, it impacts all of us. And particularly us, we are all householders. We are following householder spirituality, and most of us either doing job or business. So we have the workplace, offices and things like that we have to attend. And no matter what role we are, but somehow we have to, face this, workplace situations. Now your question is whether all those things, some places there are, some of the places it is fair, like as a, workplace situation is fair. Like, yes, I don't like many of the things, but it is fair. Some of the things are driven by the culture, local culture. They are some of the given by the company rules and regulations. So even though they like to do something, but as per the rule, they cannot do it, and cannot do, or they do within that framework. So that is much, cannot expect much. And then comes our individual roles. So it will heavily depending upon that the people, how they implement them, how they interact them and all. As the people are involved, that's why it is human nature. All the traits, characteristics of human nature come into the play here. And most of the things all over the world, even like an average, the human vibration level, it is negative. It is below 250. 250 is a neutral vibration. Average is, I think, 206 or something like that. So, and it is slowly it is improving because of the many people are joining spirituality, etc. But that was the thing I last, know about that average thing. So that means that in general, you can expect negativity. And it is not only for the workplaces, it is in the society, it is in every family, and it is in every aspects of our life. Yeah. So even it is like any kind of thing, financial transaction, there is chance of fraud and things like that. And getting in normal day in the streets, there may be things that we may be pickpocket and all those kind of things. What I mean to say is the negative elements are there everywhere in the society, so we have to be careful. And first of all, we have to work. It is not that we cannot go to work to be on the safe side. It is not possible. We have to go, whether we like it or not. It is like we know definitely there are many people are meeting with road accidents and car accidents and all those things. Many people lost their life on the road due to accidents and all those kind of things. It does not mean we'll stop driving and stop going out in the car. That is not the solution. We have to, because that is a necessity. We have to travel. So in that way, we have to travel by car. Whenever we travel car or any other vehicle, then only thing we have to be alert and aware. This alert and aware part, that spirituality teaches us. It does not control the external environment. Fundamental laws of spirituality is nothing to do with the external environment. It is about how you strengthen yourself, perceive yourself, and protect yourself. All those things, those can be learned. But to change somebody else, it cannot be done. In fact, it is none of our business. Yeah. Everybody will get their own karma phal. They will get, definitely they will get. There is a divine justice. Everybody will get it, but they may not get it in front of your eyes. So only thing, because during your interaction, you have to make sure you have to be safe. And that is the primary reason that what in the, the 4 principles we have, we are one group living principles in this era. First point is protect physically, because of that. Protect physically, then earn enjoyingly, means whatever things you like to do, you enjoy doing. If you take that as your profession, you will be very, very successful. So your passion and work will be similar. And then next point is live lovingly. World may be upside down. So many negativity, so many chaos, so many, selfishness, so many double standard, and many, many things, the endless list is there. But in the process, spirituality will give you the strength so that you change your life. You're not responsible for anybody else. You change your life from living in a fear-based operation to love-based. That is the thing we come here for. That is our sole purpose. That undergoing all those experiences, from that we evolve and purify ourselves, not other way around. Not you say, okay, everybody is doing, let me do that. And in fact, many, many lifetimes we did exactly that. Let us follow the rule. Everybody is doing, everybody is taking bribe, everybody is cheating. What's wrong if I can do? Yes, you can. But that way, in soul point of view, you will miss the test. You will fail in the test. You have to come again for the similar kind of experience and evolve. So basically, you take these negativities and opportunities to go beyond. Those are only telling you what you should not be. And what you can see, there are many consequences, etc., and all those things. There will be a lot of challenges. We are not saying there is the absence of challenges, but I'm just explaining. Ultimate goal is from there we experientially choose to be going towards the love. Like I normally share. In 2008 and before coming to spirituality, etc., I come to the realization that bahar kuch nahi rakha hai. There is nothing absolutely in the external world which can sustain and which can give you joy. Maybe temporary happiness here and there. That's what many people say. It is like jugnu, like a firefly. In the dark evening, night, and there are a few glimpses of happiness here and there. Nothing will stay. Like it is temporary, that kind of life. But it is possible if you convert. I'm just giving the background narrative so that it makes sense what I'm going to say on this particular issue. So it is instead of, in spite of, not instead of, in spite of all these negativities, all these characters and everything you face in your life, you have to choose the truth. Ultimately, Satyameva Jayate. Truth will ultimately prevail and you will be purified by all those kind of things. Once you pass through that test, power will come to you. You don't know from where. Forget about your set of problems and your lives and your official issues, your family issues, your health issues, family issues, relationship issues, monetary issues, etc., etc. This will not disappear. They may be there, but you will be connected from some infinite source, which will change the overall experience of your life. And that is the holistic living. It is not about fighting with others and make everything is corrected. It is not your responsibility to correct all the wrongs in the world. It is not none of your business. You have, once you pass through that, first of all, you are empowered already. Whatever negativity you face, you are empowered already to use that to transform yourself. Means with that power, you will be awakened, you will be transformed. And these are actually those kind of purposes. Yeah. If somebody is, like walking on the very hot weather and open, summer sunlight and all, only then you will look for where should I get little bit shade. Or if it is a barefoot, I need to wear some shoes so that I don't get that heat and thing like that. Unless until you are exposed to the heat, you will not search for any avenue, any way to protect you and put you under the shade. Same here. It is not about changing the environment. It is about you. It is the environment given to upgrade yourself or at least knock the door. You don't know how to be there. Knock the door. It will be answered. It will come to you. It will come to you in divine way. Anyway. So the thing is, now let me come back to specific to your questions. So this is the human nature. This negativity overall, these are negative things. Only from you may choose to become, like one of them. Then you fail your, life, soul's purpose here and life tests. But if you take that and try to protect yourself, not confront, no need to kill them. Yeah. And then you evolve. When you evolve, other things, situations, and everything will start changing. It will miraculously, it will happen. You need not to correct anything. You just be. Okay. You just be connected. You like you are living you living lovingly. Yeah. People will get that. And nobody will be able to, make actual harm to you. Even if they try to do that, the double, triple, they will get it back. Automatically. You need to do anything. It will happen. But only thing is, you need to have the confidence on this. If you are not confident that, yes, I'm protected, I'm guided, then who else, will be able to do that for you? But if you are walking with Shraddha and Saburi, what Sai Baba's message is, yes, it will not happen overnight and nothing like that. But if you keep on walking with trust to the divinity, bhakti or Shraddha, and with patience, then eventually it will be true. Once you pass through this test, then those situations which make you, which make you troubled in the workplace in this case, you will see automatically things are getting changed. Automatically. How it happens, there is no logic. Yeah. That means you have passed the test, so that situation, there is no need. I'm just giving you the higher level of understanding. There is no need that situation exists in your life. More you fight with the situation, you will stay there. Because if you fight with that kind of situations, that fighting itself, you will engage you into the same situation. So if you work on yourself, slowly, things will get drop off. All these negative things will get drop off and you evolve. It may not happen the way you like it, but whatever will happen, that will happen for your ultimate good. Same things will not happen. Not only that, slowly, if you keep walking, you will empower yourself so much. Then not only you take care of your own thing, you will be able to help others and people will come to you. Okay. So you will, it's not that, earlier the concept was, oh, I am having so much trouble. Who cares? Others are facing. It is up to them. Let them, do whatever they want to do. But there you will be able to, that kind of like a decision-making approach. This approach will come from your wisdom. Okay, it's not logical. You will know that this area I will not touch, and I am not responsible for everything either. So we do our best and we leave it there. And let the creator knows everything. So creator will take care of everything. We are not unnecessarily, we should not put ourselves, I'm the controller and I'll go and take all the bad things in the world and all those things. Yeah. So that is not our job. And that we're not supposed to expected from us. What is expected is to evolve. That you need to find out from all these eventualities. When you learn that lesson, the situation will change. Okay, so that is about, so it is nothing about that. It will be like that, the negativity and all the typical, character of the people will be always like that. So they will not change unless until they themselves are interested, try to work on themselves. Otherwise, it will not happen. They will remain so, but you will evolve. Situation will change, your things will change and things like that. Okay.
Okay. The second question, basically, I think you have already answered to a large extent, but just to repeat it. In an organization with mixed nationalities, cultures, religions, individual dynamics, growth, expectations, leading many a times to a toxic environment, which we know, how should one conduct and maneuver him or herself, still retaining peace within self?
Okay. See, we are all, most of the time we are born different, even into the, different religion, different family background. In India, we have a caste system and many systems. There are a lot of things. There are different state, different language, mother tongue, and all those kind of things. The difference will always be there. This difference will be, this difference from internally, I'm saying, it need to be appreciated. Yeah. This appreciation part comes from understanding of the truth. Variety is the spice of life. Means all those things will enrich ourselves. Means in India, we used to call unity in diversity. Okay. That we have to get the unity, the common factor to be there. But the other thing is, if we use those things, means what I'm saying is that will be always there. Some difference will be always there between another group, another religion, another person even. There will be difference in opinion and view and all those kind of things. We can go to a level where we can mutually respect it and we just leave it there. We need not to drag ourselves down. Even if suppose, if I am a born Hindu and somebody, my colleague is Muslim, I need not to fight to establish Hinduism. Hinduism doesn't need me to, market it or establish it. It will be there no matter what we say and do. Yeah. So let us not take that into our hands. But those who try to establish that, whatever my method, my caste, my religion, my skin color is the best and things like that, just understanding purposes, I'm telling you, that is coming from their ego. Okay. Ego want to satisfy itself. Ego want to be on the top. Ego want to be winner, and ego want to be better than anybody else, better, best. And they use all these parameters to feel satisfied about something. If somebody has money, they feel that I'm better than all the people, they are poor. If somebody has been following a certain, religion, they think my religion is the best. Or they will quote somewhere that my so-and-so scripture says this is the only valid religion, all are useless. See, these kind of things, one-upmanship, the ego is definitely coming from interpretations. It is not, no religion in the world teaches this. Okay. It is about loving others, caring others, and growing. That's what all these teachings are. But there are different kind of interpretations happens on that. In fact, some people even show that this is written in the certain scriptures, and it is actually confusing people more. So let me address it literally. If it is said that this is the only thing that is for me, because we have also different facet of ourselves. If it is said this religion is the only religion, that means that is the only religion for me. I have no right to talk about somebody else's religion, what they are following. I have a different characteristics. So basically, earlier days, because religion is man-made, spirituality is not. Those man-made religion, they use religion to purify society. They actually to have the good, make a good society and all good law-abiding citizen. That's nothing wrong in that. So based on that, also it has been used. During that, while using that, they say you have to follow this, you have to follow that, but those followings for you. Okay, if you have some characteristic trait to so grab somebody else's property or do some bad words and things like that, all other things, they say don't read anything else. All those anything else are bad for you. You follow this. This is the only thing for you. Okay. People misinterpreted it. They said that this is the only thing in the world, only document in the world, which is true. Rest of are fake. This one upmanship has never taught by any, because ultimately whoever is a prophet, that religion, they got this Brahmagyan. They got it, the universal knowledge, from the same source. It cannot say that others are wrong and things like that. So in that sense, now let me come exactly to your point that yes, there are many differences. We need to understand and respect our own boundaries, and we have to respect others. And if others are following these ego trips, then let us not confront them, try to establish what is the point in establishing it? The truth doesn't need marketing. Okay, we need to understand that, I'm not here to fight for whatever my family background, whatever my nationality, whatever it is. Hey, I just smile and move on. You are the best. Okay, thank you very much. God bless you. And that's it. So we need not to fall into all this kind of trap unnecessarily to bother ourselves. If somebody is practicing, we have to protect ourselves, yes. But no need to fight for whatever we have. In fact, we can say that, look, whatever, maybe I'm an Indian or I'm born as a Hindu. It is not a choice. I didn't choose to join something, or I didn't choose to take certain nationality. So it is by birth it is given. So I don't have any choice. So I'm not advocate of that. So only thing we are here to say in the professional arena, we are here to work. Let us work it out. Yeah? I do respect whatever you think, and genuinely you show respect to others' religions, practices, and things like that. Better not to make any comment or any adverse things about comparison between two and all. It is completely uncalled for. It is, in fact, childish in that sense. We should not give this kind of comparison. Particularly, we should not give the negative comments. We can appreciate, say good words, whatever possible. Like Guruji Prem Nirmalji says, the life principle should be appreciate all, criticize none. Walk your path and be Jivan Mukta. Why you need not to criticize anyone? Because you want it to be Jivan Mukta. Na? All those things, all those kind of anchors and, all those kind of, potholes and all, no need to fall into all those things. Just smoothly pass over. You give somebody is wanting something, say, I'm best, and all say, okay, you are best. Okay. Move on. There is no need to fight with anyone in this regard. And particularly why we are saying that we should not say about any bad words or anything. It may be correct, but we should not say it. I will give about, one example will understand that. So, suppose, somebody is like, somebody is saying that I love my parents, I love my wife, I love my children and all. There's nothing wrong in that. Okay. Anybody else can say they love their religion, they love their country. There's nothing wrong in that. You can say the same thing. There is nothing wrong in that. That's absolutely fine. You say, I love that, I love this, fine. But the moment you say that your family is bad, your father is wrong, and your wife is a loose character, your children are worthless. It does not matter whether how they are. Okay, the person who is saying this, it will be looked down upon that person, what background he may be having. Okay, it is not about what others are facing. Yeah? The moment you say bad words about somebody else, their family or their work or their nationality or whatever it is, the person who is speaking all those factors will be looked down upon. Nobody will say anything, but they will say there is some problem with this guy. So better, rather than actually facing the situation, better we should be wise not to say this. Appreciate all, criticize none. It is not question of whether they deserve criticism or not. They may be deserving, but it is none of your business to criticize. Their creator will take care of that. Their soul will make sure what's happened, and if it is something wrongfully done, how that is to be corrected and what punishment they will get, they take care of that. Yeah? So we need not to play that role here. So we have to avoid any kind of temptation of getting it corrected and all. You walk your own path, don't criticize anyone, and say appreciate. So once you appreciate, then what happens is energetically it does not get connected to you. In your brain, it will not play anything. You appreciate and move on. So that verbally or externally, nobody can say anything about you because you're appreciating things. If you follow the principle, I'm sharing my own experience that I've seen maybe in that point of time, there was no impact. Later on, maybe years after that, some old colleague or something, they are coming back to me and they remember that and they genuinely help me. When maybe I needed something, they genuinely helped me. They said, no, you I have seen you, I know who you are. So it is no matter, whatever it is. So they actually helped out of the way, came and helped. But do you think if I wanted to establish my ego there and say I'm best and things like that, given a chance, anybody, first thing they will do, try to avoid you or not to help, even though they have a capacity to help, they will not help you. Because they try to get rid of you as quickly as possible. That is. So from that, when it happened, you didn't have any self-interest. You didn't do it, because you have some agenda. You do it because that is the nature. That is what you need to develop, inculcate yourself. If you do that, I often meet, many people of my old colleagues, maybe 20 years, 25 years back. And they still, talk about me, discuss about me, and only thing I forgotten many things. They refer to in such and such scenario, you helped me or you said something and we got surprised and we think like that. And those kind of time, I was not in spirituality either. So, but anyway, because that I was truthful to myself, I just wanted to, consciously, I don't want to harm anyone. So that has played a, giving, you can say, the dividends years long later, where I was not even expecting it. So same thing like that. So anyway, so in these situations, if you have to undergo, I just explained the background, that's why. So just, appreciate all, criticize none, and walk your own path and be Jivan Mukta. Okay, this strategy principle, we can apply it in the workplaces. It is not our business to correct all wrong persons or wrong, the adverse situations and toxicity and to add into that one. It is not my, issue to solve all toxic things. If some scenario got really toxic, then maybe I will find out some other place and I will quit and, I will make myself, of course, we have to earn and we have to we cannot have the jobs of our liking all the time. If it is gone truly toxic and it is abusive and say boss is very angry and, punishing all the time, this kind of thing, I will start looking for another job. Till I get it, we'll do that. So, and fact of the matter is that the company I'm working, that is not the only company in this place. And even or this particular location I'm working, that is not the only location. There may be different cities there, or even there are many countries out there which are having similar industry and all. So definitely something or other will be there. So there is only, I'll keep on applying till I get something which maybe, and once I get that, I will quit this one. Hmm? Without complaining. I have no complaint. Yes, because it is not suits me. That's all. So that is the way, and that is the way I better say, appreciate all. Thank you for thing. Even I'm just sharing one thing. Even once it is so happened that I was called by like a senior vice president or something of that company, and basically telling that we are sorry that we have to let you go. It is a company decision. It is nothing to do with what you did or you didn't do, that you didn't perform or you have done something wrong. Nothing of that sort. But it is just a company decision. We'll let you go. So senior vice president and general manager and HR head and all sitting. They called for a meeting. Morning we didn't know. Go on and say, today is the last day and thing like that. Our HR will take care of this. Whatever notice pay and all other things will be given, but financially. But this is it's just as simple as that. Question is not that. Yes, they can do it. Then they are asking, do you have anything to ask us? You are free to ask anything. Then I told them that I have nothing to ask. I express my thankfulness that you have given opportunity to work in this company, this such a reputed company, and for so long. And thank you for that. Not that today what you are doing and what will happen to me and all. I'll be taken care of. Maybe ups and downs will happen. So this part of the things, I just thank them. So appreciate all. So I have find out in this situation also what can be appreciated. I told them, thank you very much that you originally, maybe years back, you have agreed to employ me, and have allowed me to give my services, make my experience and expertise. Thank you for that the opportunity you gave me. So then I just, left the room. There's no point in, arguing or, doing something or try to bargain something or pleading, please allow me to have 1 or 2 months more, and there's no need, okay. So that is all there. Anyway, what I'm saying is that always there is a issue where you can appreciate and tell only that, and no need to say anything what is about, wrong with them or bad with them, or what they could have done, what they should have done, and because of this, even no need to preach them as per law you cannot do it and all. They don't need lecture from you, okay. They know the law, they definitely know everything. So make it as smooth as possible. Yeah. This event, I'm sure this is an exceptional event. All other things might have said something, but definitely they have not appreciated. I'm sure. Okay, others. There are many of the same time. Many people have been called and doing all this same thing like me. Now, I'm sure these people will remember that there is one guy who said thank you, even at the day of firing. Okay. Unexpected firing, no notice, nothing. Yeah? So that will change later on. Maybe, we don't know, maybe something, world will change and there will be something in a position. And then those time, if they have that opportunity, they will be, say, oh, this guy, okay, now I think, he's a good guy, we should get it. You never know where the decision-making influences, because you will not know the background of everything. But if you behave that time, maybe rightly so, something, that behavior they will remember, okay. And they will remember and they will not allow to do anything. So Even though they have some opportunity, they will not ever think of you and things like that. And in that, in the same place, what happened was the later on that not in that level, they're lower level like general manager and all something. There is another opportunity came. Okay. And they sent somebody to contact me and to get into that, through that, some project, you can say project and all because they themselves realize it is not fair. Yeah. But they feel guilty somehow. Maybe that kind of situation happened. Maybe something came from the top, normally comes from CEO or something comes that you have to get rid of 10% of our workforce or 20% from this department and things like that. Yeah. It is nothing to do with this. It is a business decision and all those kind of stuff. But if it is done in this way and you have not, created anything seen out of it, then there is a chance. You never know, which leads to what these things. In my case, there, what happened was I was given out of the way to get inducted into through that channel, like the same company, but another project I was associated with. And that fine. And in fact, when I inducted through that one, my salary increased, salary increased by 20%. So indirectly that helped me actually. And because of that, and there was no because I don't know internally who referred to whom and all, there was no interview, nothing, directly offer came and say, we have been instructed to contact you and this thing, we are sending you the papers. I said, well, signed and all those things. And after that, few weeks time, I joined back again. So anyway, so what I'm saying is, so it is important how we behave, how we project ourselves and things like that. And that makes all the difference. So the differences of approach, the people, and because you don't know what their backgrounds are and what makes them to behave that way. Because sometimes your boss become representing the management and management has given instruction to something that only the boss need to convey it to you. Yeah, even though it is a very, wrong and undue, unfair thing, but, boss has to give it to you. So there is no other way than it can be pleasant. So no need to fight with that. Just make it, respectful. If God allows, we'll meet again and something like that. Don't burn any bridge either. You never know when who will play what role and what opportunity will come. Situation will change, but will come. But your record, your things will stay. If somebody can do something, they will definitely do it at that time. It depends upon how you behave with them, how we make them feel. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. The third question is, I think, is again answered. Following the spiritual learnings, what should be the day-to-day path of a worker while seeking for professional growth, even facing groupism, bias, etc., etc.?
Okay. Yeah. See, to grow, to be better, or to get promoted, etc. It is a normal human tendency. It is nothing wrong with that. Everybody has urge to grow, urge to be better, all those kind of things. Only in the professional area, particularly in today's world, we directly link that I have done my very good work, so I should be promoted. It doesn't follow that logic. Okay. So because the people who are deciding, they have their different set of parameters, not necessarily only the work. They may be getting pressure, maybe some political leaders are there, they want somebody into their company, they have to accommodate, or things like that. There are many factors that are possible. So you do your work, just I was explaining that earlier, you do your work and you need not to overdo things in the name of maybe you get promotion and things like that. Don't expect that. Only you do your bit of it in the 100%, like you give your best. And you don't expect link that to your promotion. In particularly the modern job, I'm just giving another advice from my personal experiences. If you want to raise your salary, if you wanted to get a promotion, change the company. In the same company, it's very difficult to get it. And there are multiple reasons for that, because if they give you that, maybe 10 other people will say, I deserve better, and you have been favored to that. And maybe they will be not if they like to give, but they will not give because of these things. Don't want to touch the Pandora box and things like that. And it is honorable to negotiate something better with the next company, and then you switch. But the same company expecting you have done a great work, they will promote you. I'm just 90% sure it will not happen. If it happens, suppose, I have also seen, whenever I get promoted, not because of my credential was always very good. Everybody appreciated. But when I get the promotion, I didn't get because of my credential, because company's requirement. Maybe my boss resigned. There is nobody else there. Okay. That time they promoted. In fact, one time I got double promotion. Okay. Because that is vacant, and then they get nobody for that. And so they double promote me to go into that level. I don't consider either way as my personal achievement. When I didn't get for a long time my due promotion, I didn't get even salary raise. And initially I used to fight a lot to get a salary raise and all those kind of things. We're doing good work because I was thinking I deserve it, and why should not I? When I was young, that time I fight for it, and I'm just sharing what happened. Then I fought with this, and they agree. My boss has recommended that he deserves it, and this and that. Gone to general manager, company management, and HR. Gone to several rounds of this and that. End of the day, they did give me raise. They did give me raise, but it is a peanuts. So just a very minor amount, and that kind of amount maybe as an increment. That kind of maybe we spend when we go for lunch and dinner in one evening, with friends, and that is amount of money, monthly salary raised. Now, what happened is, flip side of it, I fight for so long, and desirability, everybody agrees with it by fight, but somehow once they give the increment, and it is like I felt it is insulted me with that kind of amount. But technically, they have given me increment. Okay, I cannot say for next few years, I cannot say anything about that. I didn't get increment, but indirectly, I felt I got insulted by that. And after that, I decided I will not ask for raise. Because if they do that, you will feel insulted. That this kind of amount, it is really, really, troubling you. And not only that, maybe bosses and all, you said you have been already given increment, whatever looking for. No, now concentrate on your work indirectly. What you are coming and asking for again and again, already you have been given increment, and I cannot say anything because they did give me increment. Only thing is that increment, rather than feeling promoted, I feel insulted. Okay. So anyway, but that time I cannot do anything. From that background, I'm saying that better not to ask, for the increment and all. If company gives, you appreciate, thank you very much, and that's fine. So like that, I said that I get double promotion also with a better salary package as per that position, and they give me, thank you very much, I appreciate it, accepted. But they didn't give me when I needed it, or when my looking at my qualification and experience. They gave me where the company needs somebody there, and there is nobody else there. So that's why. That was the criteria, not my competence or experience is the criteria that time. Anyway, so this is the thing. So in this, particular matter, so my advice is, whenever you are actually looking for a raise and things like that, use that your experience and here, but somewhere else, because you are in a position to negotiate that. While keeping this job, you can negotiate, you can do that, and all those kind of things, and you can change. That reminds me, earlier one day I used to fight. Whoever is in the Middle East, for a long time, I came in 1996 in Oman. And I surprised to see there all this, because I'm in oil and gas from the beginning. I surprised to see that in the job, all jobs are contract jobs, and they have the three types of contracts, salary level. One for the top means highest paid one, it's for the Europeans, Americans, like white skinned people. And the middle one is for the Arabs, like local things, the nationals, and for them there is a second band of salary level, same position. I'm talking same position. Suppose the engineer position. An engineer from Europe or US will get a salary band which is highest. Then you come next, same engineer position, but if the person is a national or with that from the Arab background, they will get the second band. Band, I'm saying the range of the salary level. And the lowest one, the Asians, including Indians and all those things, they are the third band. So when I came and saw that, I became furious. I said, how come it's the same position? How can you officially have 3 different levels of salary? They call it contracts, that is like European contract, this national contract and Asian contract. Means those, based on that, your salary will be decided, which type of contract you have. So I earlier used to have a lot of things and fight with them and the management and this and that, big companies, and I fight with them. And later on, one of my, senior, he used to love me and all. He called me. I used to fight with the HR and all those kind of things. And in fact, one time I resigned also, and on this ground and things like that. Then I'm just giving you so that you understand that the multicultural, multinational things, unfair thing, how to deal with it. And he called me in his office. He said, Raj, have a sit down. And I have seen that whatever you are applying and writing to management and HR and all those kind of things, you are a great, experienced and great the person and professional. I, appreciate that. But this issue, that contract and salary issue, I'll give you one perspective. You remember that you are unnecessary. I feel unnecessarily we are wasting your time into challenging the system about these issues. It is a system. They have to follow the system. If you don't like the system, you change the system. You don't fight with the system. You go somewhere where these things doesn't there, but doesn't apply. You go there. It's a free choice. They say that when you join, that is the only chance you have to ask for this. And here, yes, there are different bands of salaries, but contracts are individual. Means one contract may not be, comparable to any other contract. That is the time you negotiate. If you negotiate that time and they really needs you, they will increase the salary. Even they will give somebody maybe equivalent to European and American because they can give others, they can give you. So don't go and try to address the systematic issues. Like why there are 3 systems. Don't ask this question. Nobody able to answer that. But you individually fight for that. You don't join unless until you get the salary you want. And there are instances the people negotiated, got that contract. Once you get it, that is your contract. So you are supposed to get the salary you signed for. Don't say what they are getting, from which country they are, and you are more qualified, more competent. It is all in your brain. That is not the way the system works. You want something, you negotiate and finish it off. Don't see about others and all those things. And definitely don't do this thing, negotiation after joining. After joining, your chance has gone completely. Okay, you will not get anything else. Those are all increment business that I told you. So don't unnecessarily spend your time, burst your head onto all those kind of things. That is the time you negotiate. Yes, before joining, you negotiate. They will give, if they really need, that position, they will give you. So, but they try to negotiate something, but they will eventually give you, but not after joining. This is not the way. Unnecessarily you're spoiling your effort, time, and things on these issues. Anyway, so I just give you an example to understand this kind of dynamics and how we should be, doing and taking decisions based on that. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Ravindra. Should we go for question 4?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. When we face some adversities in our office, So we usually fail to pinpointedly understand the reason behind. Is it some sort of a learning he or she is getting imparted with for his or her future need? Or is he or she is trapped in petty office politics? So in this case, a true believer in Babaji and the masters, will they provide this clarity to their disciple in their own way, but will be quite vivid to the worker?
Okay. See, regarding the situation part of it, we come into the situation by our own karma. Okay. So that is nothing to do with whether the person already becomes spiritual or he doesn't know about spirituality. That we attract. So first part, then I'll come to about the, Babaji and Mataji's part of it and who follows them, what will happen to them. I'll come later on. So we do that. Those kind of situations have been created for us. Forget about who is right and who is doing what and all those kind of things. And this, we have to assess ourselves, that thing like that. As I mentioned in the earlier explanation, if it doesn't suit us because of any reason, we don't like it, become toxic, or if there is too much politics or whatever it is, that is the prime cause to search for somewhere else. Okay, of course, we'll not get as and when we want it, but that definitely we search and try to apply here and there and all. Maybe, when I used to get this kind of thing, I used to keep half an hour in a day and keep on applying different places, half an hour in a day. Yeah, I have to keep CVs ready and keep pushing, check all the websites and look for what about jobs availability and start sending. Maybe after 6 months, I got some call or something or whatever interview, etc. That can drag on and all. Finally, we may get something. So, but it is better if this happens. We don't want to spend any more time to correcting it and things like that. Who is right, who is wrong, and to find out the real cause and all. It is wastage of time. We definitely came because of it is because of our karmic reasons we are here. So no need to fight again. We need to, but practically speaking, if this happens, just start looking for another job. It's not worth it to spend our energy, drain our energy into all those things. Of course, we have to wait till we get another opportunity and job. That is for sure. But we have to that is the thing. We have to parallelly do these processes and do that. So that's what we are going to do. So far as other people are concerned, why they are doing these things and doing politics and do all those things, it is none of our business. Okay. I advise don't spend a single time to understand them, let alone correcting them. There's no point. As I mentioned earlier also, if they themselves want correcting themselves, only then some change can happen, not because of our reason, what we say and all those kind of things. It is better to leave it there and just move on. This is no need for correcting and doing all those kind of things. Now let me come to that. Who has the spiritually speaking? You just take that. You take that as a. Now I'm talking spiritual. Then I come about my approach after coming into spirituality. What changed in me? But let me give the spiritual approach to these things. Yeah. Spiritual approach is that you have to avoid the judgment part of it. You have to just, when you face a certain situation, externally, we have to just go inside and assess what is there for me to learn and grow. Only that. You work on that. If you see that I attracted this kind of things in my life, so there is something in me which is attracting these things to me. So only thing I need to correct myself. I have no other things to do all those things, change anyone or anything. When you change, to be precise, you have to work on your vibration. If you raise your vibration, then automatically these things, you will get the power to go out of it. So what transformation will have in this process when you rise your vibration? First thing what will happen is, from victimhood, you will go to a level, or like victimhood to like a victimhood to challenging mode. Means why this is happening to me and why people are wrong with doing all these things wrong with me. From there, you will go to a level that okay, this is not fair, but there is a challenge. Let me tackle it. Let me see what best I can do. Okay, put my effort and all. So your victimhood has been transferred to the challenge mode. Once you convert the same situation in challenge mode, then you ready to fight. No? You are challenged. So you have to address it. You have to face it. You cannot run away. You have to face it. So that kind of power you will bring from within. That spirituality will help you to convert the victimhood over me to let me face it. It's unfair and all. Let me face it whatever best way we can. Next, there is a transformation happen. These challenges will be, now you look the same scenario when you more evolved. If the frequency goes further high, same situation, you will become like an adventure. Okay, no longer challenge. Yeah? It's like you will face that it is adventure. Like, then when you address it like an adventure, you will convert that negativity into the opportunity for something better. And this opportunity business will not come unless and until you keep on suffering and blaming system, blaming everybody else. That may be correct. I'm not saying you're falsifying, but only thing spirituality will help you to your inner way, because our life is how our inner experiences are, how we look at life. Life is not out there. Life is what we are experiencing. That's why different people experience life in different way. Same event, people look in different way because their internal algorithm is different. Okay. So from victimhood, you come to the like a challenge mode, addressing the challenge mode. And from there, if you can go to adventure mode. Adventure mode means you take it as a sport. Like suppose climbing a mountain. Okay. What is the initial? Oh, I have to climb. Why should I come here? I could have sit in a sofa, watch TV. And why? What the hell I come here? I'm not getting proper food. I have to walk, and I have to come. No, mera to mati mari gayi thi. Why I have to come all this? That means you are victimhood. It's this one. Next is you see that you unless until you climb the mountain and go to the other side, you will not able get your resting place or tent or hotel or whatever you have to say. So you have to cross this mountain. You take it as a challenge. You're feeling pain and you're struggling and all those kind of things. You said, unless until I cross this mountain or this range, I will not be able to sleep. So I have to meet the challenge. I have to go to the other side. So rather than crying and complaining and all, why I come here, what wrong I have done to people that I have to see, I have to put in front of this kind of struggle and walking up to like 5 kilometers up in the steep and the daytime and it's too hot and all those kind of stuff. Anyway, and it's a jungle and all those kind of things. Maybe there are some kind of snakes out there and all these animals can be there and all those things. There's a complaining mode. Then you convert it to challenge. No, I have to take it because if I don't cross it, I will not be able to. Before night, I have to reach to the other side. Otherwise, I will not get a proper food or place to sleep and things like that. You take a challenge and manage to go somehow. It's troubling. It's just you need a lot of strength. You get on tired and all those things. So spirituality change you this version to that version. But if you work on further, then you convert the same situation as an adventure. You say, let me climb, let me enjoy the climb. There are a lot of mountain climbers and things like that. There is a hobby to go there and to climb those mountains, take photos and all those kind of things. And they enjoy walking. They are not complaining. They are not even think it is a challenge. They say that it's an opportunity. I have got to see some beautiful, landscape and this top of the mountain, the view and the different flora, fauna and all those kind of things. So let me enjoy. And in the process of enjoying, you never know when you crossed it, go to the other end, you're enjoying the nature. So you converted that same situation into an adventure. Okay. This transition, spirituality can do in your life. Just you, same thing, same mountain, same walking, same climbing, same effort needed, but your experiences are different. First one, you are crying. Second one, you are complaining, but struggling to get through and say when it will end. And I cannot walk anymore, but it is still you have to. And third one, you're enjoying. You never know when you cross the mountain, your work finishes and things like that. Maybe you on the way you make friends and have a eat food somewhere and all those kind of, you converted the whole thing into a different kind of experience for you. That is adventure. Okay, so these things are possible in every aspects of our life. So I hope this part is clear.
Yes.
Now let me go to my case. Okay. So if anything happens in my life, including the professional thing, adversity, people are not adverse to me. Of course they are. There are many. In fact, let me share the truth. If somebody is maintaining calm and quiet, then किसी का कुछ नहीं बिगाड़ा. Just they are peaceful within. No? Even looking at them, people feel jealous in the offices and all them. How come? Because I'm feeling their mind, so many things, there were a lot of things going on, and we see that another person is just quiet and all, just not getting anything, challenged and moved. Looking at that, they get jealous. And they try to harm you the possible way. All this backbiting, complaining against you, he didn't do this way, that way, all these things happen. Yeah? But you should not fall into that trap. Okay, in my case, a lot of things happen. I said, okay, fine. If my job has to go, it will go anyway. Whether he or she tells anything or not, it doesn't matter. If I have to keep the job, किसी का बाप का भी कोई हिम्मत नहीं है उसको ये करे, change करे. So it is not because of you. It is because of to whom I am connected. He will decide where and how long I will work and things like that. I need to bust my brain for that. And when something really bad happens, like, fired from the job and all those kind of things, then I tell myself that, Babaji, I surrendered my life to you. Yeah, that is long back, 2010. After that, whatever is happening in Rajdeep's lives, it is you are experiencing through me. It is not mine. I don't take ownership of any of those kind of problems. Okay, wherever you like me to work, I will work. Whatever I like to do, I like to do. Whatever stay, whatever amount I can get, I will get. Whatever lifestyle I have to, get. It is only you are experiencing through me. Even the problems don't belong to me. So I surrendered completely, including my problems. Okay, so I don't see it as my problem. So I work on that by Babaji's guidance. I have nothing to do with who is doing what kind of politics with me. It doesn't matter. But because of that, I will not come down of my standard. That standard is to me only. Like, congruence in thoughts, words, and action. I will not cheat anyone. I will not try to convince anyone of something. I will not bring my ego again and claim that what I am saying, that is the best. I am the best and I am most experienced. I am most eligible. And no, who am I? Rather, I tell this opposite. But there are many people out there. I am just playing my role. I don't know many things in the world, and that is the truth. I am just walking my own path. If you like me, that's fine. Appreciate it. If you don't like me, that is your choice. It's okay. I know not to make myself liking and lovable and things like that, because my existence does not depend on you. My existence depends on Babaji. Babaji knows, and I will know. Same thing will happen. But only one certain area, I feel for me, nothing, absolutely. That I don't care what I'm getting, what I'm doing, what I'm working and all. Even Babaji many times told, I have selected a job for you, you will be there. And in fact, sometimes when I don't get so many, like earlier, interviews and all the kind of things. So Babaji is telling that this is a time for you to wait. I will give you the job when the time comes. Otherwise, I'll know if I don't stop. I said, but at least interview should come. Now, job is different. 6 months, I'm not getting any interview. Babaji says, you know, I didn't allow any interview come to you because now you are in a mode that whatever 1/3 of the salary, what you deserve, you will join there because you need that thing right now. I know that. That's why I'm not allowing those things to come. And there is a one which is rightful for you and it will come to you. But in between, there is some period you have to pass through, you have to pass certain spiritual things you have to undergo, and then I will give it to you, it will happen. And they did happen. Okay. So it is not. So Babaji knows better and Babaji is doing all those things. But only thing one in this process, I must admit that only one aspect. For me, whatever happening, I have no issues, I don't bother. Only one thing. If somebody has done anything wrong with my daughter, okay, then I feel the pain as a father. That time I cannot say it is belong to Babaji. I did feel that pain. When I, spoken to Babaji and, Mataji on those aspects, I said, now, for me, it doesn't mind, but I cannot, why she will be suffering, because even that, whatever I surrendered, etc., it is my life, it's okay. But why she need to undergo all these kind of things? And then Babaji told that you leave it that to me. Don't go and punish those people who all those kind of things. But the moment you go there and try to settle the score, I know how to do it. A long time I have did all this kind of things. But you said, if you're going to do it, you don't know where to stop and you will bind again karma. Okay. And then you have to come back again to settle those kind of things. So leave that to me. So in that area, I pray to Babaji, let the divine justice be served for those who has done wrong to my family or my daughter. Every day I channel. I don't do anything. I don't do anything, but I keep reminding that this needs to be settled. This is unfair thing has happened. You decide the way you want. And in this process, I see the Babaji, of course, karma, whatever is done, the karma has to give that thing. And when Babaji says that you are like my, you are my, as you feel pain because of something has unfairly done to your daughter, like you are my one of the favorite child. I feel the pain because somebody has wronged you. Okay. That's what I'm saying. You leave it to me. Okay? And also Babaji says there's never such a thing happen that, divine justice is not served. Just wait and watch. He also told that not only that, I will make you to see that also. When those in the professional area or maybe in the family, those actually wronged me, what will happen to them? Babaji will show them. And that what is happening to them. Babaji can say, forget about it. No, I said, it will happen to them, but also. And also Babaji showed me that what kind of things they will face. And most of the things, I'm just sharing, take it as a story. Most of the thing I see, those people, they will be more punished on their, like a disease or health or, like some accidents and things like that. Yeah. Losing some kind of limb and these kind of things. So I just asked Babaji, suppose somebody did, misbehaved or something, or somebody taken my money, 3 areas we get karma, right? One is, monetary issues, relationship issues, and health issues. These 3. So all karmic rewards are in these 3 areas we get in our life, and the punishment also in these 3 areas of our life. So suppose somebody has, because of somebody had undergone huge financial loss and some relationship thing, they misbehaved, with my family and all those things. But when I see what Babaji shows me, the punishment they will get, these are all physical, like health, like 4 years, somebody will be bedridden, and how they that time. They are just fighting because if you are bedridden for so long and if you don't have, anything to support and all, you will face that. It is like a hell. Anyway, I asked Babaji, I'm just, as I said, I take it as a story. Babaji said, something is financial, something is relationship wise and all, but why the punishments are mostly physical, like health wise? Interestingly, Babaji said, you see, somebody need to be punished, then if it is a financial, by cheating, they can meet the financial need. Suppose somebody has undergone a loss, financial loss. They can take loan from a bank and don't repay to the bank. They got cheated or got absconded, but their need are met, right? Means financial part, they can cheat from somebody else and, their actual suffering may not occur because they have compensated it from somebody else. They lost money, but they borrowed also from somewhere and somehow they manage. Same with the relationship. Okay, if the relationship issues, they face some relationship troubles, they may suppose there is some relationship has been spoiled between husband and wife, and suppose the relationship lessons, punishment they're supposed to get, they can just take a divorce and they walk away free. Actually they will not face the consequence. So that's why Babaji is saying the money and relationship, people can get out of it. They, of course, by not fair means, somehow they can manage it out of it. But if it comes to on your health, then you have to suffer. Particularly but not everything has a treatment that things will disappear within a day. In fact, the overall health of the world has been people suffering due to health has increased. Any kind of major diseases, they have to suffer from years. Forget about the financial part of it, about paying and treatment and cost, and I'm not talking about that. Physically, you have to suffer for quite a long time before you can get actually cured, and if you're lucky, some spiritual advice or some, master can heal you and things like that. But before that, you have to undergo huge amount of things. So now interesting part is, Babaji is saying, this when you suffer the pain and things in your own body, it is not transferable. You cannot transfer with anything. Maximum you can do is you can go to a best doctor, but all the medical science may not be giving that kind of quick cure to everything. Some of the disease, even the science has not any solution to it. They somehow try to manage it, but there is no such thing that you take some medicine or injection or you do some operation within 2 days, you will be fine. You never, and they relapse and a lot of things happens anyway. So that is interesting, that if somebody has done bad karma, particularly some people who has troubled the spiritual people, the spiritual people, na kisi se lena hai, na dena hai. They are in a mission. They are in a mission to spread that for the love and, the healing and things good for the people. Whatever divine wants to do for the humanity, they become divine agent. But if somebody troubled them because of any reason, cheated them or abused them or things like that, they get huge thing. That is called Guru Dosh. The multiplication of your karma comes to them. And most of those things are health in nature. Their health will be troubled. Yeah, it can be mental health also, by the way. Mental, physical health, they will be troubled, which they cannot transfer to somebody else. So means to come out from that, you need to get that kind of level or, correcting it, only saying sorry is not good enough. Like they can be forgiven only after prayaschit. Like when they give it, return whatever things they have think back, and not only saying sorry, and that's what again saying, they compensate that the other to whom they have harmed. After full compensation, then ask for forgiveness. That is considered in the spiritual domain, particularly to Babaji. Not before that. Many people think I do a lot of things, I will say, oh, sorry, galti ho gaya. They think it is a shortcut. So that it's as simple as that. Kuch bhi kar lo, your ego things and all, and say sorry, and that's everything is taken. Never. It's in a fool's paradise people are living. It's not happened to like that. But Anyway, I'm just deviating from the topic. So for me, it is full life is run by Babaji. Whatever things are coming in my life, that belongs to Babaji. Babaji is experiencing through me. So whatever is things are happening, the reward, etc., coming from Babaji, and whoever has been done anything wrong, professionally, family-wise, and other things, Babaji will take care of that. Okay. And not only that, Babaji told me, Babaji will show me that what will happen to them and how it will affect, for which they are getting what. Okay. What else you need from here? Okay. All right. Next question.
Yeah. Now, if the worker has suffered, and many a times we change companies, as you said, we change from one to another.
Mhm.
I don't like the atmosphere, I change to a different company. So what happens if the worker has suffered, and now if he is in a different setup, how should he behave, respond, and maintain his body language when he meets his old colleagues in a public place? Should it be forgive and forget, or forgive but not to forget, or extend his help also?
Okay. Now, this is a good question. See, what happens is that in this kind of scenario, first of all, there should not be any emotional outburst. Don't get emotional when you meet somebody. Okay. And so, no emotional reaction. That not showing that I'm very angry and not just running away from there and avoid this thing. No reaction. Best approach in this case is what I call it mirror technology. Mirror technology means you are noticing that person. Suppose you are in a groceries and you see that you are purchasing some apple, and next another place that person is purchasing orange. Say, yeah, you met. You just put your expressionless eyes, and look at that person, but don't give any expression. The fish, the eyes of the fish, how they look open and like still, yeah, no expression. That kind of thing. You just look at that person, don't smile, no expression, no emotion. Look at that person blank, and after that, you convey that you noticed it, you understand, you are not running away or avoiding, and then you concentrate back whatever you're doing. You are purchasing apple, keep on purchasing apple. That's all you need to do. Okay. And if you face on walking coming from the another direction, just look at his or her eyes, and then you keep on moving wherever it is. But no need to hide away anything or doing anything abnormal, and even, and definitely not showing the angry face. Okay, you did me this thing. Nothing. If you do that, this part thing is, we call it mirror technology. It will go back to them. That reminds them that they have done something wrong, and it is there in, it is not erased or something. This is about if there is no talk. If somebody, the same person, they thought that whatever politics they have done, you lost your job and they kept their job, and now means if they meet and there is another tendency, means they try to settle it, like they try to minimize the damage they did earlier. But you are gone now from that office. So in this case, if they try to be like a friendly to you sometimes, so like try to smile and all when you meet, so if they come and smile and try to talk to you, so then you just say, okay, hi, how are you? Everything good? All right. God bless you, and move on. No need for further to extend the conversation, neither to happily engage into any kind of conversation. So, and this is just make it minimum expressionless face. You said, and don't bring that thing. Why you that time you did it these things to me and all these things. If you say that, that means you are, whatever they have done, it affected you. Maybe truly affected you, but don't show it to them. Just bare minimum talk and finish it, like conversation, but don't move away and try to hide and run away from that. If they say something, you don't start the conversation. They say something, yes, all good. By God's grace, divine grace, it's all fine. So, and give some kind of diplomatic response. I heard so and so is also not here. They lost their job, and this kind of topic. They said, yeah, things are happening, keep on happening, things like that. And like a general thing, everybody gets their own thing, or life is like that. Ups and downs are the part of life. So what goes around comes around, and things like that. Give something minimum kind of general kind of statement and move on. And this part, if you do, means keep the other party guessing that what is there in you, that why, means there is no reaction from you and all those kind of things. That will sometimes frighten them. Like they clearly understand it has not gone from you, but you are handling it in mature way. You are not creating any scene, neither you allow them to get the satisfaction that you suffered and you are still grudging about it. No, at all. Okay. So this is how you deal with if you meet anyone into this common place, public place.
So is there any nature's justice? I think you touched before also, following the law of karma.
Yeah, this law of karma is one of the universal laws. It has to be there.
Okay.
Means if somebody has done anything wrong to you, so basically the spiritual understanding is you need not to do anything in return. Two possibilities can exist. One is there may be some past karma and past life you have with that person, and it is a balancing act. That's why they have done it. If that is the case, then your old karma is already balanced, so matter ends there. But suppose that person has done something which is new, something karma, new karmic account opened. First part is old karmic account settled. But if somebody has started something, you don't know. You don't know the background, and so you don't know. In this case also, you should not react anything. If you don't react anything, law of karma will definitely taken into account of those things. It's not going anywhere. Only the time may be differing. The different karma has a different level of time frame. That's why we sometimes get confused. Some of the things are instant karma. Like if you put a hand in fire, your hand will be burned. That's instant. Some of them may be few days or things after that it will happen. Some of them will be years, and some of them maybe it will be lifetime. Another lifetime. In some of the karma is such that it needs another lifetime to born again to settle those karmas. So you don't know which one is currently in play. So better not to get into that, and karma will definitely settle by itself. And in fact, we need not to know actually which part of the karma and when somebody else is doing that or all. For their independent soul is there. Soul will not allow that to karma to stay. And even that stays and go into next life, it will need to be settled. And if something has to be settled with you, opportunity will come and you will be in a position onto that level where it will happen through you, but it will intentionally will not do anything so that you bind more karma. So that's what also it can happen. Situation and things may change in life. You never know who will be which role, and all those kind of things will happen. Means I'm saying that in the professionally, maybe somebody has fired you. This also happened in my life. Somebody has fired you, your boss, and after some other setup and other things, you see that you are then in the not boss, but maybe in the interview thing, and you have been consulted knowing that this person has worked with you, and you are in a decision-making position in that company. Your boss will join or not, maybe in the lower position, or maybe you become a boss in the new company, and that person has applied as your subordinate there, unknowingly, of course, but they applied. You will see their CV in front of you. So this kind of scenario can happen. Leave that to happen. This is the karma balancing kind of things. If need to be balanced, situation will turn and it will come like that. So you need not to unnecessarily push for it, because when you push it, that may not be the time. So that time it may not click, but automatically it has to happen. Automatically things will change, situation will develop, and you will be able to, give the befitting thing onto that. Okay.
Yeah. So does the verdict come to the notice of the worker, as we see in case of our Adi court? In our court, the person sees that the verdict has come, and he can see that. Or in these matters which are linked to the divine process, worker should abstain from expectations and leave it to the masters.
Okay. See, let me give you just clear whatever happened externally, those are all drama. Okay. So don't connect directly with the spirituality. Means if somebody is spiritual, it does not mean any court or any office cannot give any negative verdict about that person. So it can possible, but if it is something due, as I mentioned just earlier, if it is due settling something, it will settle and get away from his life. Or if it is not due, then those person will definitely bind karma and things will change and things like that. Only thing is, all this scenario you should not get deviated into all those things. So I'm not saying if it is spiritual, everything, all court cases will be in your favor, all officers will respect you and honor you and say nice things about you. No. Okay. Just opposite. As I said, you may face more difficulties and things like that sometimes. And including this kind of rules and court cases and decisions and also may come. But thing is, those are coming maybe from some better thing. Like maybe spiritually speaking, you are deserve something better. So eventually it will happen such a way you get out of that through these processes. Yeah. And then the next opportunity that you get, you will get a much, much better. I'm not talking about the salary, like maybe work environment, peace of mind, but privilege they give, like a more secure and things like that. Those kinds of you get rewarded with this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah. Now, this was the last question.
Oh, okay. That's good. Okay. I think earlier when you asked about that, you met somebody, your old colleague and thing.
Yeah.
One third part I missed. Suppose they're asking you for some help. Okay.
Yes.
One is no talk, just glance and move on. If they talk, very limited with a, calm face, just minimum few things. If they're asking for help, like, can you, because, you used to deal with this project earlier, this kind of financial impact has happened and I'm handling another project and there also this issue came up. So can you help me to get out of this mess? They were the people who conspired to fire you from that job, no? Now they may be facing those kind of music into their job. In this case, there you give very little information. Don't try to actively help. Okay. Means in this situation, don't say, okay, yes, I'm having all these things. I have my old files. I will send you that file and there's Excel sheet there and there's a charts there and there's a sample report there. You can read it and you can get it. That will help you to get it. Don't give that help. Okay. Even if knowingly you have it. You just say, yes, just give the truth that, yes, I have done it by a so-and-so method, that way analysis, and I prepared a presentation and give it to management, comparing these scenarios and which is the best recommendation. You can do similar way. Okay, so you need not to, basically I'm saying that you need not to take that as your guest and call in your car and drive and reach to the destination. You can say you go left side, there is a taxi stand, you can get a taxi to go there. Okay, that's it. Okay, that is your help.
Yes.
Okay, message will be clear. Because if you do that, next time that fellow will not come to you for asking for help on all those kind of things. And I also get a message that whatever they have done, wrong thing they have done, and that is not forgotten. They should not expect any help.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Thank you.
So with this, we'll conclude our, this question answer session. Anybody else having any question, you can ask me. Let me save the attendance in the meantime.
Pranam RP, can I ask a question?
Just a moment. Monica, I'll come to you. Just put the raise hand so that I can come back to you. Electronically, raise hand.
I'm not able to find, so I was trying to raise my hand.
Let me save this. I'll come to you. Okay, so first ask Monica, then I'll come to you, Supriya. Okay? Monica, go ahead.
Yes, Pranam RPA.
Pranam.
So my question is, if we are walking on a spiritual path, and then if somebody is causing harm on our back, we are not aware. We are just being us, and we are just doing good and spreading love and trying to walk on a godly good path. And so, what does divine intervention mean? So, like when you say that we don't know, we are innocent, but then divine intervention happened. So then, in that case, what can we do when we see that okay, divine intervention has happened, but still you are concerned about those people, you still care for them who has done any harm to you? I mean, you told me earlier that you have to be empathetic towards them and pray towards them, but is there anything else, and how do we know that yes, it is a divine intervention?
No, you will not know. But let me put it in this way. There are two aspects that why things are happening in our life. Okay. First aspect is about definitely about our learning or karma. That's why these things are played. If it is related to our lesson or finishing one karma, then divine will not interfere. It will happen. It is better to finish it off rather than coming in between. If there is a divine intervention in between, suppose you are undergoing certain things and, I am just blessed by Babaji that I can communicate with him. I told Babaji, she is suffering quite a lot. Just finish it off. It can be stopped tomorrow. No issues. Okay. Babaji can't do that. I'm sure, But if that happens, and if it is a part of your soul's plan and the learning, then it will simply, the soul will again plan another life. The rest of the things will be played there. Those characters will be again born and again these things. Indirectly, that means that now, if you finish that off in this life, there is a chance that you get enlightened, because all karma needs to be over, right? Before you get enlightened.
Yes.
Either by exhausting or by Guru Kripa, that has to go, Some of them cannot be dissolved by Guru Kripa alone. It needs to be actually completed by this thing, particularly those which involve other people. So that need to be, exhausted by this process. So that's why it is not a good idea to divine intervention in between to stop my suffering. Because it will simply means it will go to the next life for sure. Okay. So what will happen is, in that time, divine intervention means that you will be two-way, it will support you. Once, it will protect you from any extreme eventualities. It will not allow you to break down completely or have some kind of harm, actual physical harm or something. It will protect you from that. Okay, while you are undergoing those experiences. So number one is this, and secondly, you will be guided by the agents of Babaji and all, you will be given all necessary power and understanding, all those things, all the tools you need to pass through that phase in your life. So that you completed it with this power, it definitely, it will, the awareness and understanding will reduce. Your experience will be different. Situation will not be different. But your experience and things will be that. It will different. So one point of time, it will definitely, those things are exhaust. And one point you never know when the divine timing comes, then just a matter of, like a very short time, you will get suddenly exposed and free from all these things. You will just get enlightened. So this part of it, this is how it plays out. So it will give you overall protection and awareness and understanding through some, divine agent or guru, to pass through this kind of things. But it will not be stopped. If we think that it will just stop in the midway, it is self-sabotaging. Like if we do it, it will not release you from those kind of karma. It just means the transferring to another life, and which is not a good idea. So that is what it is. So we have to face all these consequences of this with Shraddha and Saburi.
So beautiful. Thank you so much, Alfie. We are so blessed. Thank you for being here for us.
Okay, Shupriya.
Yeah. Thank you, Pranam Aunty. One question which I had was that, so because it's about the workplace, today's so many discussions, very interesting questions also. And at the outset, I wasn't very sure how the spirituality and this would be linked, and you did it so beautifully. Thank you very much for it. My question was that for young people who join workforce, nowadays people join very early also, and when they have to face okay, I need to drop.
Okay, Hariom, go ahead with your question.
Pranam, Guruji.
Pranam.
Guruji, many a times when we are in office and we are fighting for the truth, then we get into altercation or uncongenial environment with our superiors. So, how to deal with such situations? And many a times I have seen that people who are not that honest or truthful, they go up high in the rank in this service because of other qualities like flattering and other things. And people who are being truthful and honest are being sidelined or being not promoted, because a person who is truthful, he is confident, he at times replies back to the management, may not be in a diplomatic manner. So how to be deal with such kind of environment and situations?
See, there are 2-3 approaches. So if the environment is like that, so be Roman in Rome. You need not to be, saint in the group. Internally, yes, you don't intentionally harm anyone. But if you see that everybody playing a game, you also participate into the game, as long as you are not harming anyone. Like, okay, let me give some story came in my mind. I'll share that one later. See, what happens is, approach is, your peace of mind is more important to make sure the things are right. It is not your responsibility. I told many times, if the two things, your duty and peace of mind, always you choose your peace of mind. So if something by saying or doing, you don't lose your peace of mind, you make your boss happy and you get promoted and whatever, you do that. As long as you are not doing at the cost of someone. मैंने आपका नंबर बढ़ाने के लिए आप नंबर बढ़ाओ ना, because that's what is needed there. As long as you play without harming anyone, nothing wrong. So, means in other words, अगर बॉस को मस्का चाहिए तो मस्का लगाओ. Okay. What is the problem? So because that is the culture, you do that. Story what I was, remembering. Somebody was telling, "Arey yaar, I'm talking long back. When you see, when I was in 89 to 96, I was in NGC and all this. So they say, "Arey yaar, मेरा boss तो कोई मस्का ही नहीं लेता है. हाँ, he is hate any kind of maskabazi. Boss are very strict. Huh? Another fellow, he was very, good in maska. कैसे मक्खन लगाते हैं, he is expert into that. तो उसके वो एडवाइस ले रहा है. तो तू बोल, तू तो इसमें जो है ना एक्सपर्ट है, तो मेरा बॉस तो मस्का लेता ही नहीं है. तो अच्छा मस्का लगाना, ये लगाना, ये तो दूर की बात है. वो तो if somebody go for the मस्काबाजी, he hates and उसको डाउन कर देते हैं, उसको भगा देते हैं. Forget about getting any benefit out of it. So another thing, I still remember that story. It's a funny story, but it is interesting. There is some truth in it. अगर वो बोलता है कि अगर तेरा बॉस अगर कोई मस्का नहीं लेता है ना, तो उसको मस्का लगाने का एक ही तरीका है. तू उसको जाके बोलना कि सर आप तो महान है, आप तो मस्का लेते ही नहीं हो. वही हो गया मस्का. Just saying that आप मस्का नहीं लेते हो, that satisfy his ego because he is following that. ना, मतलब वही एक ही तरीका है जिसमें वो मस्का वो जरूर लेगा. ट्राई करके देख. Anyway, what basically I'm saying that if that is the culture, you, as long as you are not harming anyone, you are not doing anything illegal or immoral, you just do whatever is needed and move on. Unless until you don't have to create scenario to do that and all those kind of things. Yeah. So that is called be the player rather than be the preacher. जो हम किसको क्या करना है, who am I to decide कि किसको क्या करना है, and what type of culture that in the office and all we have to develop. I'm no one to dictate that. Only I have to play my role and I have to come out of this whole thing. उसमें promotion मिले ना मिले, we don't know, but we'll do whatever that it takes to, so that we don't show our, unnecessarily too much our idea of truthfulness and idea of, honesty and thing like that, what nobody will like.
Right, Guru.
Okay.
One more thing is, can this same principle be extended to your relatives? Because office will close from 9 to 5.
Yeah.
But relatives whom you have just seen through them transparent, you know कि they are not meaning good for you. When you meet them, how do you deal with them?
So that Guruji ka principle, appreciate all, criticize none.
Okay.
Walk your path and be jivan mukta. It is for your mukta. It is not, you appreciate. कोई stupid गधा उसको भी appreciate करें. Okay. कोई बात नहीं है. You will not lose anything by appreciating others. But you will, this is like a grease. You smoothen your life.
Correct.
Just say good words. You don't mean bad. Neither you need to say the truth. Because people are incapable of handling the truth. Karwa sach. इसीलिए उसको बोलने का जरूरत नहीं है. Okay. Unless until you do it for your own defense, they're really abusing or something, then you have to stop that, so that it doesn't escalate. But otherwise, just उसको appreciate, तुम बहुत बड़ा हो, महान हो, करके उसको आगे बढ़ा दो. चल आगे बढ़.
ठीक है. Thank you so much. Wonderful.
Okay. Bless you. Okay, Shukriya.
Sorry, I apologize for the
disruption. Go on.
Yeah. So, my question was that such young people in the workforce, but the complexities of the workforce is only increasing because the dynamics, because of different kinds of skills and interpersonal, the networks that need to be maintained, etc. So when these people join the workforce, I'm seeing that they are not they're not ready, and also one more thing in between, when because of the pandemic, because of the 3 years of not going to work and not meeting people, many of the young people have missed out on tacit learning, where, you know, like you were telling, what are the rules to be followed, and these things, some of these things we learned while at work. The today's workforce is not learning those, but when they are faced with situations like that, like what we discussed today, different kinds of dynamics, then they are lost. They don't know how to respond to situations like that. Is there uh, some spiritual advice for them, so how they can or as an organization, for example, can such things such can practices be created such that such things can be avoided? Or there are many challenges which we are seeing these young people are facing now. A lot of challenges they're facing when they come to deal with these kinds. Some of them that they're dealing with are much older than them, and they are sometimes, it's like, information, not sharing information, or actually being very spiteful with the younger people and things like that. How do we deal with situations like this spiritual?
Okay, no, it's a very valid point, but there is no, direct answer to this, because each situation is different. Okay, because of their background and from where they come and the level they are into the office, and also it is not just one solution for all. So, based on which the exact solution can be given when the spiritual solutions. But one thing is, make sure that you create a system where people can share their views. Okay, no matter what, that may not be taken. And another thing is, you develop a system when you say giving like a leave or this kind of thing. There should be some policy. When something comes and you apply the policy, people should not seem that they are the victim. If you, same thing, if it is a personal given, no, you cannot take leave now because of so and so reason and all those things, then they take it personally. They create more problem. So that is a different kind of art actually to deal with this. If there is a policy, you refer to the policy. You have to meet with certain people, or as a culture, you can say brainstorming maybe once in a month or something. So let everybody say whatever, open their mind and say that opportunity, the platform should be given. How much to be taken, etc., that can be decided. But those opportunities are there so that there is no undercurrent or dynamics. So it should be the open the platform and all those kind of things to do that. Okay, so this is about the practical part of it. But the spiritual tool, if you need, there is an issue with the harmony, like the disharmony in the team or something like that. I'm giving you spiritual tips. Okay, how to bring into the harmony. If they have the synchronized breathing together, okay, just synchronized breathing, then they will get into the harmony. Just come into the same synchronized breathing, maybe for 10 minutes, that's good enough. Okay. So any kind of practice or some kind of ritual, or you can bring somebody, just a guide or something who can do this. That's like a spiritual, breathing exercises or something like that. They all do together. Then harmony will come.
Oh, that's
If you
wonderful.
if you see me going to somebody's, say, marriage ceremony, I'm got invited. This one thing I do to the married couple, newly married couple. I go there, I say, now you breathe 7 times. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Why? Because if they synchronize the breathing together, they will have a harmony. It's a spiritual tool, it's not logical. Oh, तो सांस मैंने क्या रखा है, every time you are breathing, तो एक साथ लेने से कुछ. You park that, but this has happened. So spiritually, somehow, if you can create some kind of exercise or something where all team members concerned, including boss, subordinate, and everybody, breathe together. say 21 times, okay, together.
Hmm.
Means
3 is
then
to
it
2.
will enhance the cooperation, enhance the synchronicity and not synchronicity, synchronization with others, harmony with others. It will increase.
Okay. This is 3 is to 2 works, or
Any breathing.
any
3 is to 2 is better, but any breathing. Because you cannot teach 3 is to 2 breathing to somebody who never heard
just
of
like
this.
that. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just, or maybe, I don't know, you develop some kind of music, like a Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, or Om Namah Shivaya, or something like that. You say when Om Namah, you breathe in, and Shivaya, breathe out. You chant, that chanting you play, and let them do it on their own without any guide. This will help. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's very helpful. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Rajiv, just regarding this Supriya's question, this answer you have given, I have got just another just a query. In case of people, in case of the young generation working in corporates who are working from home, who are working from home, how do they do the synchronized breathing and all these things? They cannot do that. So what is the what should they
Online.
do?
Yeah, no, true. But even this can be done over video call, no issues. Okay,
Okay.
like a meeting.
Mhm.
It can be done. It means we have to find out some innovative ways to do that. But if it is done in the presence, it's good, but it is not necessary. If the team members, the way they meet, even the virtual, it will work.
Okay. Because their problem is more compounded because they are not going to office and not mixing with the people and their soft skills. They are not developing that soft skills, which are very much required. So in their case, this work from home case is more difficult. That's,
No, you are right. But see, every era, every time, when we started our job, their challenges were different. Here, there was no internet that time. Here, the challenges are different. Okay. But the fundamentally, all are human beings, no? Maybe those opportunity has reduced, but other opportunities get more and things like that. Yeah. So in earlier days, our time working from home, there is no concept at all. Working from home means without pay. So here, those things are there. So the dynamics are different, but it is all about, their ability to engage with the team, not necessarily physical meeting. And when they engage to whom they are with it, so when independently they breathe in synchronization, it's a spiritual tool. I understand practically sometimes that is also not possible. I understand that. Okay. But if possible, during some conference, during something they meet and there is something can be done of this sort, then it will help. And these things. But this generation, new generation, their challenges are different, but fundamentally their challenges are different and that affects their brain in a different way. Okay. And that's why you see, in our time, it was, बहुत काम करके थक गया and tired and tram bus में जाके, those things are not there. Okay, physical tiredness is not there, but they have the mental things, that all those things are more. Our just, okay, office khatam ho gaya, jab enjoy. And here it is not like that. Yeah, they keep on thinking on all those kind of things. Their challenges are shifted from physical to mental. But for all those things, solution ultimately lies in spiritual.
yes.
So spiritual means they have to invoke the power of their soul to get into this. In this, what I'm telling you, this synchronization, basically invoking the power of the soul. Breathing is prana, okay, energy. You are matching energy, the vibration with other. And we have learned in the physics that, superimposition of the waves and things like that, right? Harmonics and all this kind of stuff. Same thing here. We are just doing it with the breathing. When that's, synchronization will happen, then the team effort should 2 plus 2 will be more than 4.
Yes.
Like that. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Rajiv.
All right. Okay.
Thank you so much, RP. Thank you.
Bless you.
Makes a lot of
Okay.
sense. Thank you.
Bunny,
Yeah, Rasita,
uh,
good evening to all. I'm
good
just
evening.
I'm just
Just Dipannita, I'll come back to you. I've seen your comment. I'll come back to you after this. Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Bunny.
yeah, I'm just asking. You said not to harm anyone and keep peace and just forget it in the workplace. But when in workplace sometimes bullying occurs, then how should we conduct ourselves? In that case, also should we remain just silent, or at least it is better to stand up firmly but politely, showing that though we are kind, we have some strength without causing any harm. What we should do.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not saying that you become a doormat and everybody can work on you. I'm not saying that. Okay. If it comes to the level, bully also having different kinds of bullies. But if something has been, your self-respect has been, in a question, then obviously you have to, as you mentioned, you have to politely say that this particular thing is not acceptable to me, and leave it there. Okay? You need not to establish that what is, the punishment they will get and all. That part you have to no action to be taken from your side. Regarding the retaliatory action. Why? Because the moment we go there, we bind the karma and we have to drag into this karmic account. So this, you protect yourself, protect physically, means you have to protect you from bullies and from cheats and thugs and, dacoits or whatever. You need to protect yourself. That's for sure. If somebody is breaching your, self-respect and dignity, you have to tell, that this is, I am not, able to appreciate this. And if it is a very, close kind of thing, then situation, then we give the opposite version. Then I would appreciate that these things, from you. So I hope you appreciate that this work I've done. I hope you appreciate, you hope I understand. Means this way to indirectly what they are not doing, you projected the good stuff as a hope. So like I have done it in many professionally also in email and all those things. I hope everybody will appreciate that our team has done these good things. And it is the first time happen into this thing. All good things have written. And I said, hope to understand. Nobody cares, but when I write that, then I see a lot of feedbacks are coming. Yes, very good. Congratulations, this, that. So it is a human psyche, basically. So first is we stop bullying, and whatever done in the positive things, you have to politely write and say, hope all of you will appreciate, this, that what, we have achieved and what are these things. Maybe only you have done, but give the credit that as a team and thing like that, we have achieved this. Make it a record, like email or something. Let people know that this has been done. So this is the two way we accept that. Whatever good things that nobody knows, you put it on record so that nobody can deny later on, and so that bully and all these things part, then you politely say that this particular thing beyond, I'm sorry that I will not be able to accept these things. So just leave it there. You no need to take any action or complain or something like that. Okay.
Yeah, okay, I understand. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So now, Dipannita, you wanted to say something or ask something? Share something?
Pranam.
Pranam.
I thank you, Shupriya Aunty and Joydeep Uncle for bringing up that topic about age and the difference of experiences. I wanted to, reflect on the fact that I guess similar to different kinds of cultural conditioning, one of the conditioning that I've seen very widespread is that respect is expected to flow from a bigger age to younger, so elders from from youngers to elders, and I think kind of changing that narrative a little bit and respectful communication, especially in the workplace, not just to people that are older in age, but also younger in age, is something in my experience that is also adds to that harmonious vibration and mutual respect. And yeah, I just wanted to bring that up.
Great, great. Very good. Very good point.
Thank you.
It is also you get respect by giving it. Yeah. So you cannot just earn respect by demanding it. So no matter with the age or position or something. So it is the most wise way to is if you give respect to everyone, you will get the respect, irrespective of where you are into this organization or workplace or anything. But this is a very good point to respecting others, no matter who others give respect or not, it doesn't matter. But you did your bit. All right, very good. Indranilda?
My question is, do you think organizations can achieve spirituality in a collective manner? In the earlier days, it used to be days of, the quotient of IQ, intelligence quotient. Then it became emotional quotient. But what about the spiritual quotient?
There is SQ also, but now for business particularly, you're saying that is something which is actually coming. It is called conscious business model. So which the business has been developing on the spiritual principles. Because ultimately the world will be governed. It is always governed, but particularly the illusion came because it is Kali Yuga. Means the negativity got the more powerful, visually, but it was always the truth and Satyameva Jayate, and truth ultimately prevails. Or Dharma Sangasthapanaarthaya, something major will happen and Dharma will be established into this world. It happened many times. Only temporarily it gives us the feeling that there is no value of this principle, something like that. But when something major will happen, then again, it will come up. So there is, for business-wise, there's something called conscious business model. Business is developing on the spiritual principles. And it will be, as per whatever the understanding, purposes and all those things, from 2032 onwards, it will be prevalent, very, very common. 7 years from now. Very, very common. And there are, a lot of spiritual guides, masters, they're guiding it. That the people who will be the business leaders of that time, they have been governed by the spiritual principles starting from now. Okay.
Right.
See, what happens is, now if you see, there is some paradigm shift is happening. No longer your money power and your political power, etc., has become very dynamic. It's not guaranteed.
Correct.
Some people have a lot of money, but they don't know where to invest. Everything is in turbulence. If I have a lot of money, then next thing is I earn money from this market, that market, share market, or this market. But I have the money, but only thing is I don't have a confidence that it will give me return.
Right.
Or I put it into some company and I will find out that company, I don't know. It was going fine. Suddenly something happens. Suddenly fall, and it doesn't have that kind of say within a 2 years time.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it is over the period of time, long age and all those things. But whoever has followed the spiritual principles, then which is a universal force, like with the stream of the river, whoever has gone with the stream, they ultimately, they will survive and they will pass through. Like if you give me the actual principle, actual example, then you see that Tata,
Yeah.
their business model, that is the conscious business model, like
Correct.
as a community and take care of the, employees and, all those kind. It's not just direct profit making and as much as you can earn.
Right.
The place where they have built up their, industries, the local community, they have taken care of them, their interests, and things like that. Social model. And also it has been, they have been driven by some honest and like a spiritually thing, detached thing, like not grabbing for self-interest only.
Correct.
Yeah, say Ratan Tata and all, they have their own, level of that. That is basically spiritual quality. So because of that, those kind of industries will survive. Of course, unless somebody comes and spoils it, that's a different thing. But if they continue the same values and all those things, those kinds of values do not give immediate results.
Right.
But they will be the elements are they're sustainable, so that they give over the period of time, they will never come to a stage that that model is no longer working and things are not happening.
Correct.
In fact, those companies will become the fundamental baselines. When other things are going very high, crash and come down, they again got to depend on this kind of organizations to go that. This is one part of it as an old company. But new companies, there are many coming up with this model. Because every other things model is finally it is not working. End of the day, because of whatsoever be the reason.
Yeah.
It's not working. Because people have tried that many times, maybe last 9 times worked, but this time it is not working anymore. So these kind of things will come, and there will be need for the people will fed up of these turbulences and things like that. Yeah. So they will need something which may not be the very much, high profitable, but sustainable.
Correct.
They can dependable. So those things, those values are coming. And it is already people are, looking forward to that.
Yes.
Who are dependable, not too much profit making. Okay. And those will be governed by certain principles, not by some personality or something like that.
Correct.
Some company run by Elon Musk and all. That will not carry weight that time.
Right.
It will carry about the sustainability and the values and all, because values will stay. So these kind of things. So this is a conscious business model, and which is coming, and there are many masters are guiding many people who will be the future business leaders. Right now when you speak, there are many such guidance are coming. They have been guided, and it will show its result about that time.
True.
32.
In fact, the foundation of Tata's was always on a spiritual model, I think, and that continues even till today.
Because those kind of the values are timeless. It's not that which age group you are and which is Gen Z or baby boomers, and it doesn't matter what name you call it. Something has, because as long as human being is there, that value will remain.
True.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Okay. All right. So as there is already we have overshooted the time, but anyway, so let us conclude our today's session with Shanti Part. Oh. Sarvesham Swastirvavatu. Sarvesham Shantirvavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhino. Sarve Santu Niramaya. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma Kaschit Dukhavag Bhave. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om